We will discuss first of all, we will need to try to define what the omnichannel strategy is, what does it mean actually, and what are the challenges of the omnichannel strategy. We will try to look into some tools and approaches that are needed to be implemented in insurance company in order to achieve this omnichannel strategy. We will look into also how to sell and upsell using the customer journey, and how to refine actually the sales data. So there's a lot of topics that we will cover during this panel discussion. So let's jump right in. I'll introduce all the panelists. And dear panelists, I will just ask you to introduce, just tell us a little bit more about yourself in a few short sentences. So let's start with our first speaker, panelist, is Lucius Giese. He is the sales director at Unblue. Hi, Lucius. Welcome to the stream, and please introduce yourself very briefly.
Hi everyone, my name is Lucius. I am the sales director at Omblue. Omblue is a software company that provides the digital experience, basically the digital communication and collaboration between insurance and their clients, so that you can collaborate with your clients in a digital way. My background is insurance. I used to work for a big Swiss insurance for more than 12 years, mainly from the sales side.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Next, we have Alma Hodzic Kuljevic. I'm sorry, Alma, if I mispronounced your name. Alma is the head of customer experience management and alternative sales channels at Unica, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alma. That's just fine. I have graduated from law. I have master's degree in economy and also MBA. 20 years of experience, started as sales manager in cosmetic industry, worked as a law associate, and the last 16 years I'm in Unica. Unica is an insurance company on different positions, mostly regarding sales development, sales support, customer management, customer care, lately digitalization, direct sales. And as you said, currently I'm head of customer management and alternative sales channel.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Next, we have Monica Rovchanin. She's an independent expert in insurance with over 15 years of experience. Hi, Monica, please tell us a little bit more about yourself as well.
Hi, Peter. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Monica. I have 20 plus years experience on the Romanian insurance market. And based on my mixed background, working in sales area, in underwriting and product development, I have an overall understanding, technically and non-technically, about and around this omni-channel concept. And I hope I can be useful, very useful in our today's discussions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Monica. And finally, Alexandru Țuncan, General Manager at UNSAR, the National Association of Insurance and Reinsurance Companies in Romania. Alexandru, we worked already on multiple occasions, but please introduce yourself to those that still don't know you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Peter, for the invitation. It's an honor to be here and to continue the fruitful discussions that we had during the Distribution CE Summit. Again, it's a pleasure to be here. I look forward to discussing with the colleagues about omnichannel distribution. What can I say? I'm the general manager of UNSAR, which is the Romanian Insurance Association, and I have been working with or for the insurance industry since 2001, specializing in market conduct, communication, and beyond. Since 2018, I'm with UNSAR, so with the National Association of Insurance Companies, and looking forward to the debate. So what can I say? Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So let me start this panel discussion with a more of a broad question, the general question to open the discussion. So Lucius, let's start with you. This question consists of maybe two parts. First part, in your opinion, what does it mean to actually have an omni-channel strategy? And second part, can you try to define a perfect omni-channel strategy?
Yeah, thanks for that question. Omnichannel strategy for me is purely however the client wants to get in touch with you, he can do it. So be it offline, be it online, and also a critical part is whenever he wants to do that. So an omnichannel strategy should really be well considered and not just should be a, let's say, a marketing gag or a one shoot. You should really go back and think from the client perspective. So where's the client coming from? What does the client want? And what is the client expecting? And once you started there from the client side, so how does the client wants to get in touch with me? Then you see all the channels he wants to get in touch with the insurance. And then it's really important to combine all these channels. So when you ask me about the perfect strategy, I think my colleagues have some additions on that, but a perfect strategy should definitely be the client can start online at some point, be it on the website with a live chat, and can then move on maybe for a first online meeting, and then move on to a second offline meeting at the agency. And all that journey should be combined together. So wherever an employee, be it, for example, a claims employee, wants to see where that journey started initially with the client, the claims manager should be able to realize where the journey started. So everything should be in the CRM, stored in the CRM, so that all employees can at any point realize where the journey started. So that's for me maybe the perfect omnichannel strategy.
Perfect. Alexandra, what is your view? What does it mean to actually have an omnichannel strategy? And in your opinion, what is the perfect omnichannel strategy?
Yeah, thank you, Peter. Now, if you look at the textbook definition, they say that this is a method that helps you create a seamless experience for customers across all the channels. Yeah, but let me go back to your original question, and I think that it's very difficult to speak about the perfect omnichannel strategy. Because certainly there is no single standardized approach to getting started in this direction. There is no one size fits all. I think it's a matter of vision. It's a matter of approach on behalf of the insurance undertaking or the distributors undertaking. It depends. It is an approach in which the customer gets a simple, a seamless, a fluid experience in relation to the insurance undertaking, to the insurance company. And as Lucius mentioned, it's basically an approach where the client sees an ad on a mobile app, and then maybe compares the deal online on a desktop computer, and then phones the agent or the broker, and then I don't know, maybe he wants to drop by the local branch of the insurance company and close a policy. But again, this is just the example, but what I'm trying to say here, and this is the bottom line, is that the omni-channel strategy is that where the client actually feels that he's at the center of the insurance company's attention. I guess customer-centric, this is the right answer. So to do your best to meet customers wherever they are and however they want. And I guess we all agree to that now more than ever. This particular location is online nowadays, especially for a certain category of clients. Yeah.
Thank you. Alma, do you have anything to add? What is, in your opinion, does it mean actually to have an omnichannel strategy? And let's try to also define a perfect one from your opinion.
Yeah, I think I agree with Lucius and Alexandru. For me, as simple omnichannel strategy means to be able to meet customers where they are and to approach them through their preferred channel. And of course, as Alexandru mentioned, there is certainly no single standardized strategy. In a perfect one, All channels are aligned toward the common goals of acquiring and retaining customers by meeting them where they are. And of course, more than ever, that location is online nowadays.
Perfect. And Monica?
Yes, in my opinion, this omni-channel is more an experience than a strategy, and we need to look at this omni-channel in the context of a customer-centric strategy. Actually, it's part of the customer-centric strategy, and it's about generally speaking, of doing business in another way, focusing on creating the best experience for our customers. And also, in the same time, from the market perspective, focusing on building brand loyalty around the company and its customers. Actually, this omni-channel experience is about the customer, and actually, it's related to a communication, an open communication with your customers. Doesn't matter where they are. It's convenience, always on, always there. It's an experience being in touch with your customers by assisting them, helping them, caring them to solve their problem. This is the main goal.
I want to actually follow up on this question, Monica, and stay with you. You were talking about the communicating with customers is the main priority, and how omni-channel this approach should be. Is it should you use on all the channels there is, or should you focus only on one channel, and not one, but the, I don't know, top 3 at least, and just strengthen them?
I think firstly we need to start defining what is actually omni-channel and what is the difference between omni-channel and multi-channels, for example, because nowadays the insurers are multi-channels and not omni-channel. The difference is that in omni-channel we are talking about the experience across the all channels for our customers. And in multi-channel, we are talking about many channels, more than one, but without this integrated experience across them. Actually, when we are talking about omni-channel, the main focus is not to sell something, because we can interact with our customers in many ways and in different business areas. For example, depending on what is the problem of our customers and what they want. If our customers have a problem with a transaction, they want to feel more safety about the transactions, and they want to have more transparency. We need to create this connection with our customers in the collection area. If the problem is about the response and the resolution in claims, we need to create this connection in claims area. And if the problem is about buying an insurance product, doesn't matter if the clients will buy this product online or offline, in a branch or in another way, and they need guidance for concluding the policy. We need to create these touch points, these connections with our customers in the sales area. So omni-channel is actually being in touch with your customers around all the channels, and actually it's about having in mind your customers in everything you want to do in your business.
Perfect. Alexandra, what is, in your opinion, how omni-channel your strategy should be?
Let me build on what Monica stated previously, because I found it interesting. I think the difference between multi-channel and omni-channel is the ability for the client to switch seamless in a fluid way between the channels. So to start the journey in a physical format, maybe in a branch, and then to move online, or the other way around, or any combination. I think this is the future, and I think that the industry is doing so much more in this direction as opposed to pre-COVID-19. In example, just to be able to follow your client throughout its journey, and not to maybe press the client to go in a certain direction, not to channel his experience in one way or the other, but just to follow him and to try to your best to support him. For example, when he's online, maybe he's trying to compare offers, or he's trying to purchase an insurance policy online, and you see that at during one particular step of the process, he gets confused, and you see the lag times, you see the times that he spends on that particular web page. Maybe all of a sudden he can be contacted by a chatbot, or maybe he can receive a phone call from an agent asking whether he is okay and whether he needs advice. I'm referring to here also to the Insurance Distribution Directive. So we need to also to obey the European and the local regulations that are in place. So it's much more complicated than that. And I think that the insurance industry is trying, including of course the Romanian insurance industry, is trying to learn the lessons that are being taught to us by the big tech companies. I don't want to name names, but I guess those are the examples that we want to learn from. Now, going back to your original question, which is the perfect strategy, or how omnichannel your strategy should be? I guess, again, I'm representing an insurance association, so I guess this is a decision that has to be taken by individual companies at the end of the day. But what can I say in this direction is that, of course, we need to be as user first or customer centric as possible, because this is why we are here as insurance companies. But also we need to bear in mind that implementing this omni-channel approach, this has really important effects on the setup of an insurance company, from a technological point of view, from organizational point of view. So again, going back to the original idea, there is certainly no single one-size-fits-all approach. I think we need to actually meet customers where they are, and to try our best to learn what is in their hearts and what is in their minds. I guess this is the recipe for success. How you're doing it, this is depending on this is up to the insurance company, and depending on their strategy, budget, the type of products that they sell, target market, so on and so forth.
I want to quickly take one statement from Alexandra. I think this is really important to have this seamless switch between channels. From my point of view, this is the most important part when we are talking about the omni-channel strategy. And here comes the word strategy. So what we often see is insurance think, hey, we should do something in the omni-channel world, and they're just buying silos like live chat. Hey, now here we are very omni-channel, but just putting a live chat on the web page is not omni-channel. It's like maybe an addition, a multi-channel, but it's not an omni-channel strategy. So just putting a live chat on the web page is a pain. It's not even better. It's a pain for the client, because when the live chat is not enough, you just cannot switch in a seamless way. You have to take your phone again, and you have to talk to someone via phone, and it's an interruption clients doesn't want to have. So they want to have the seamless way inside, for example, inside the digital channel. So starting with live chat, easily connect with one click to a video and voice call, talk to a client advisor within this voice call, look at offers within these voice calls, and closing a contract in this voice call. So this seamless way in a digital channel is very, very important. So no interruptions, no silos. That's basically the bottom line I want to tell you here. Yeah.
That was actually a great segue to my next question. So how do we take these tools and online, I don't know, sales support or advice tools? How do we take these tools and successfully merge them with offline tools? Alma, what's your take on this?
Smoothly switching from online to offline and back is a huge challenge for insurance companies. Now we have a growing segment of customers who research online, consult in person, and buy online. Actually, to be more precise, they would like to buy online if possible. They prefer personal consultations, but they would take out the contract online. In Unica, we successfully redirect clients to the online, although they ask for advice offline.
Perfect. And Monica, same question to you. What is, in your opinion, how can we incorporate this advice tools and merge them successfully with offline?
I think it is already known at the level of industry that insurance are actually products that are sold and not bought. So there are many studies and research that confirm that. And for example, according to McKinsey, 1 of 2 customers, in order to purchase online an insurance product, they are looking for an offline advice, because even we are trying to simplify as much as possible our insurance products, we are still far away to that level of understanding to create this perfect match with our customers. And if we are referring now about millennials, our younger consumers, the distance is even far away. We need to learn to communicate in a different language in order to be very good understandable. So starting from this, there is a problem in this moment, because almost every insurance company has digital channel and non-digital channel in this moment. But the problem is that on the digital channel, for example, we put products with a low degree of complexity in order to be the process to be as simple as possible to conclude a policy for our customers without being necessary an advice tool to implement this advice tool. And if it is necessary, and if the client need to make the switch between online journey and to interaction in person with someone in order to understand and to make the decision to buy the policy, actually we don't have this fully integration in this moment. And we are looking for some solutions in order to bridge this interaction online with offline. It is very important in this moment. And I think there are some solutions on the market actually. And I think Lucius can explain us more about these solutions, because I saw that Blue has a good solution. And what I want to add is that once we will solve this problem, and actually we can provide this experience, this entire online journey for our customers, it will be a very important moment for the insurance industry, because we can start to introduce in online products with a medium degree of complexity, for example, an SME, and the client can choose the right moment for advice and maybe, who knows, in the future can choose the intermediary for providing this advice. And at that moment, when we will be able to offer such a self-service experience to our customers, I think truly it will be a great moment for the distribution in this industry. But we are not in that moment now. We still have a long way in front of us. And yes, now we are looking for solutions in order to create this bridge between online and offline, and to provide to our customers the possibility to get back to online and to conclude online the policy after the sales support of the advice with in person with agent brokers or any other type of intermediary.
Petra, if I'm allowed to step in here, because again, there was a very interesting topic being raised. Yes, I agree to what was stated previously, but we also need to take into consideration a keyword: regulation. Yeah, as part of the EU, we all have the Insurance Distribution Directive, the GDPR regulation, and so many other pieces of legislation that we need to follow and to obey. So just by looking at the IDD, one may see that we need a couple of points to be amended in order to be able to offer to our customers a seamless experience, an omni-channel experience. And if I'm allowed, I will give you just a very short example. And I'm referring here to the pre-contractual document, the IPID, the Insurance Product Information Document. This has to be offered by all insurance distributors prior to the concluding to the signing of the contract, and it has to be offered. The default version is a paper-based version. So for sure, this article of the IDD has to be amended, because again, it sets out a default paper requirement for this pre-contractual document. If we want to be able to as an industry, of course, to develop this new vision, these new strategies, such as the omnichannel strategy. So we also need to look at the regulation. This is one perspective. Another perspective might be, for example, that from the client's perspective, you may want you may work with a bank, and you may have insurance policies offered by the insurance company that is part of the same group as the bank. Yeah, in example. And as a customer, you want to enter your client account, and you may want to see over there the bank accounts that you have opened at that particular bank. You want to see your insurance policies. Maybe you want to see the private pensions accounts that you have, depending on the country. Of course, in Romania, we have private pensions, pillar 2 and 3. And this is not possible at the moment, according to the regulation which is in place, because the regulation is built, and of course we all know why. We do not argue the reasons, but regulation is built on a silos-based approach. So again, my point here is that, of course, as insurance companies and as an industry, we want, and I think we go in the direction of seamless insurance distribution, but I think that we need regulation to follow on these new trends and to follow on digitization and so on and so forth. And steps have been made both at the European and the national level in Romania. There were important steps being taken during these last 2 years, but of course we need to do more in order to be able to catch up with the tech industry. Thank you.
Yeah, I will add that, of course, in this moment, it's hard to believe that all these innovations around us will have regulation. But in my opinion, I saw a similar discussion also in banking area. I think in the end, most of them will have regulation because we are talking about evolution and we cannot stop. I'm very sure that we will find the solution to be more paperless in the future in order to optimize this industry, actually.
Let's actually,
Peter,
go ahead.
I would just go back. Monica said that 1 in 2 customers seeks advice offline before purchasing insurance product. I could say that it happens that majority of customers research online and purchase offline. I'm coming back on this purchasing perspective, which is mostly familiar to me. And most of the insurers now have some type of lead routing from their landing page to their offline channels. And a problem is because this lead routing is usually one-way direction. After calling an agent, it is no longer possible to continue your journey online. So I think it's a important issue that should be resolved.
Yeah, there is a difference. The customers are looking online to buy offline. And if they want to buy online, they are seeking for advice offline.
Exactly.
This is the paradox, yes.
Let's actually, because Alexandra touched on a very interesting topic on the main kind of challenges and stopping points in this omnichannel approach, regulation being one of them. Let's hear from Lucius, who is the representative of an IT company. What is in your opinion, what are the main challenges of this approach, of this omnichannel approach? Is it only about IT, or is it something else?
Well, IT is not a challenge, to be honest. If a company wants to go with this omnichannel strategy, IT shouldn't be a problem at all, because you will find enough tools and solutions out there in the world. The real challenge is the internal change management. So the behavior, the change of the behavior of the employees. So they are used to see the client in the branches, talk to them, and close the policy. All of a sudden, a digital channel is on top of that offline channel. So what I'm going to do with this digital channel all of a sudden? So you really have to have this strategy all over the management, first of all, so that all the management supports this strategy and gives enough time to employees to get used to this new channel, which is the online channel. And you really have to be patient. That's what we learned as an insurance. You have to be patient and not just think, hey, now we have a tool and everything is great and everyone is using it. So be patient after you bought the tool, and train the employee staff, train the staff. This is the most important thing. Change the behavior of the employees.
I would agree, absolutely. IT is important, but changing state of mind, aligning all processes and education, staff education and motivation is a crucial precondition.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah.
In my opinion, actually, it's this transformation. It's about moving from a sales-driven company to a customer-centric driven company, which means in reality to transform operational the whole company. And this is the biggest challenge. And I think the big problem is related to people, as Luciu and Alma said before, but also is related to other systems, because once we have this blended experience, all our channels, I think we need to rethink a lot of a lot of things, and for example, the incentive system is one of them. And we all know that this point is very sensitive for each insurance company. Also, we need to transform our sales force in a customer-driven sales force. We need actually to change the goal. The goal will not be to sell a policy, but to solve a customer problem. So the transformation is huge, and I think even we are ready now to understand this process and also the benefits. There are still many players that are not ready to accept this idea, and accepting is actually the beginning of transformation. So in a conclusion, I will say that even that many companies, they've already stated in this customer-centric orientations. In reality, this process is ongoing, and we still have a lot of things to do in order to reach this customer-centric approach of our business.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Monica, because huge steps have been taken by the industry, at least in Romania. I don't want to speak about other countries, since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemics, in terms of digitization, in terms of offering clients different ways in which they can communicate with the insurance undertaking. I'm not only speaking about sales and distribution, but also about claims and claims management at the end of the day. So I guess that the industry is already prepared. They are going in that direction, but we also need to open a new topic here, because this is a CE focused event. We need to open the topic of scale, because okay, omnichannel, it's a strategy, it's not an IT tool. IT is important, but again, it is an instrument to accomplish a certain goal, and it's not a cheap one. Yeah. So one of the biggest challenges, and this is what I'm trying to say, to create a truly joint up customer experience across all distribution channels, maybe insurance penetration itself, because and here it's a vicious circle. If you don't have the market depth in terms of penetration in the GDP, in terms of managing to bring people closer to insurance, then you don't have the business case that allows you as a board to invest in a certain vision and in a certain IT tool. So, and without it, of course, without these investments, you cannot follow the needs and the wishes of your customer, and of course, you cannot gain this scale. So it's a vicious circle, one that we are trying to break now, and I'm saying this in a positive way. But one needs to also take into account the insurance penetration and the financial education that we have in the CE. Of course, we are trying to change that through various projects that we are doing. And I know that other countries are doing the same, but you need to take this into consideration, because again, you need a business case. Yeah. Thank you.
Let me just choose one of the channels and let's dive deep into it more into detail. The channel of intermediaries. What do you think, in your opinion, Lucius, for you, for example, how important you think intermediaries will be in the future? In your opinion, what will change in the role of intermediaries? Do you think there will always be the need for them, or will AI take over completely? What is your view on this?
I think it depends on the country. So we have countries, for example, like the UK, who are full with intermediaries and nothing else, or self-service. But when it comes to a general question, which it is obviously, then I would say intermediaries are generally, I'm not specifically pointing one country, but generally, insurance always needs to be explained. So that's my opinion. So you always need the human touch, be it be it a support, a good support hotline, be it intermediaries. But if you ask me, will AI take over? There is room for an AI, let's say, for an AI market. But in my point of view, it's just a small market. Let's say 10, 15, maybe 20%, which is fully self-service. In Germany, for example, you have a couple of insurances like Hook24. It's the digital company of Hook Coburg. They only want to be digital and as less connection with the client as possible when it comes to contract signing, or a couple more. But still, my opinion is, even if it comes to more complicated products like health insurance, life insurance, SME company insurance, there will always be intermediary sales agents, strong support hotlines where people can talk, can write, can connect to other people.
I completely agree. I can't imagine that artificial intelligence will take over completely anytime soon. Digital journeys will not eliminate the need for in-person advice, because customers need advice to clarify certain questions in this not so simple products as Lucius mentioned. So I would say that this multi-access is a new standard in industry, and having the ability to serve clients will be the key.
Monica, would you agree on that? What is your view on intermediaries in the future?
Yes, I'm agree too. I think the answer is actually the correct answer is depending on the ability of the insurers to quickly understand and to simplify their products, their services, their process, and to be friendly with their customers on the other hand. And also the process is based on of course, the acceleration of this new technology and the ability of and the capability of the insurance industry to adopt these new technologies. We cannot say in this moment what will be in the future the role of the current intermediaries. All we can say is that for the moment there is a need, because our customers still needs this empathetic personal service to guide them, to assist them, to help them, and they are it's necessary for them to feel safe and comfortable with our products. But in the future, for the moment, I think we cannot anticipate how these technologies will evolve, machine learning and artificial intelligence. Also, not from the perspective, but the industry level, because this technology will affect and other process from the insurance companies. So it depends. Yes.
Alexandra, do you have something to add, or do you agree with fellow panelists?
Yes and no. I guess that there is a future out there for all distribution channels, as all of them provide and most likely will continue to provide different advantages to the client. Some of them are specialized in corporate business, some of them specialized in retail business, and specialization will probably develop more and more. But the bottom line is that the future belongs to the customer, and industry will follow and has to follow. So what we need to do is to do our best in order to help clients navigate the world of insurance, and to make it more accessible while doing so. But you know, you're talking about distribution. This is so diverse in Europe. If you look at the Insurance Europe stats, you will see how diverse it is country to country. Insurance is sold either directly by insurance companies, by brokers, and this is mostly the case of Romania, by agents, bank insurance. This is the case of especially life insurance in some Western European countries. But again, although we cannot foresee the future, I think that it's clear the popularity of each distribution channel will continue to vary country to country, depending on the market culture, the market history, the type of insurance product that we are referring to. And this is not bad, this is good. I mean, diversity in terms of distribution channels, this is good, because it makes it possible for consumers to reach their insurance company the way that they want to, in their own individual way. It's important, and this is my final idea. I think it's important to send the right messages to the client, to help educate clients, and try to be of service to them as much as possible, and offer them as many channels as possible in order to be able to get in touch, to better get in touch with them, to bridge the protection gap. I mean, this is the story of part of the story of Romania and of the CE, I presume. Yeah, we need to protect, to bridge the protection gap and to close it, to increase insurance penetration, and to offer people the access to insurance. Yeah, this is the right terminology: access to insurance. How we do it and how we will do it in the future, this remains to be seen. But insurance is part of the solution, definitely. Thank you.
Perfect. So we're already approaching to the end of our panel discussion. I want to summarize with my final question to all of you. So, Lucius, let's start with you. Let's say that the company is just starting the transition to omnichannel, or maybe just in the middle of it. What would you suggest this company? Where should they start, or maybe where should they look into in the future for the omnichannel journey?
Yeah, so it's a good question, and a very philosophical question, if you will. You have to start somewhere. That's true. So if you have no digital channels, for example, you have to start somewhere. And if you start with a live chat, first of all, to try out things, and you start a live chat with this mindset, hey, let's try out something new. You can start with just one new thing. But overall, I think you really have to have the strategy to serve the clients in an omni-channel world. Let's put it that way. So, and to serve the client in an omni-channel world means connect every channel together. So however or wherever he is, maybe he's in the onboarding time, maybe he's already in a claims situation, maybe he's just canceling his contract. So wherever he is, he should do that in a digital world, in an offline world, and everyone should be aware of it in the company. So the claims manager should exactly know how did he approach 2 years ago. So everything should be connected, be it in the online world, be it in the offline world. So meaning that everything should be in the same place in the CRM, so that the claims manager can see it, support manager can see it, what happened with this client, to this client, previous to my interaction right now. So that's basically bottom line, what I think about when you start with the omni-channel approach. Try out things, but then you really need to have the strategy to combine all the channels together.
Monica, same question to you. What would be your suggestion to a company that is just starting their omni-channel transition?
Yeah, I was thinking there is a principle in economics saying that the cost of the road is taken must be equal with the foregone expected utility of the road is not taken. What means this? This means that we always have a choice, and we need to think in terms of opportunity. So if we don't take this opportunity of providing an omni-channel experience, the question is, what is our next best alternative if we have? And I think we don't have, because having in mind all our discussion, but also having in mind the main goal of our business in the long run, which is actually decreasing the acquisition cost in order to release the profitability. We cannot do this actually without increasing the customer lifetime value and focusing on retention and on so-called repeat customers. So I think in order to have a sustainable business, we need to be friends with our customers, and we need to start to walk in the shoes of our customers. And we need to understand that our customers are actually our consultants, must be our consultants. Because if we are not able to do this, I am very sure that there will be others digital players and ecosystems. They already converge to us to offer simple products. So we need to understand that in the future, there will be solutions in place for our customers. It will not be a lack of solutions. The problem is if we will choose to be part of these solutions or not. It will be up to the insurer's decision. And also related to the regulation, I strongly believe that will not be a problem. We will find a solution because it is evolution, and this is the direction, and all our customers in the end will want to compare the experience from insurance with other industries, and we need to be there if we want to exist in the future. So.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Alma, same question to you.
Again, I agree with Lucius and Monica. I will try to be concrete. I would suggest to research customer behavior on your market, start to listen to your customers, stop assuming, enable online purchase for products with strong online demand, optimize customer journeys, especially online ones. In Unica, for example, we optimized shops, and our customers are now able to purchase travel health insurance in less than 60 seconds. Also important, enable smooth switching between non-digital and digital channels, seamless customer experience, and enable customers to continue their journeys online after having advice offline. And in respect to that, at the end, you will be able to meet your customers where they are and to approach them through their preferred channel.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Alexandru. What would be your suggestion to a company that is just starting their transition to omnichannel?
I don't dare to give any advices, but what I can say again is that we need to, as an industry, again, I'm speaking on behalf of an industry association, not of a particular company. I think as an industry, we need to do our best in order to bridge the protection gap and to be closer to our clients, no matter the channels, no matter the distribution structure of a particular market. I guess this is key. And I guess also important is that for all the evolutions that my fellow panelists have mentioned previously to become reality, I guess, again, financial services legislation should be more innovation and digital friendly and technological neutral and future proof, yeah, to be fit for this digital age and to encourage more and more digitalization, because I guess this is what we all want as customers at the end of the day. Yeah, so that's about it.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, dear panelists. That was a great panel discussion. A lot of interesting ideas. I guess we all agree that customer centricity is at the core of any transition to the omni-channel strategy. It's not only about the IT, but also about the always listening to your customer and utilizing customers' needs to create the omni-channel approach. So again, thank you all for connecting and for your views and inputs. And dear viewers, so this is the end of our webinar. Just a small announcement from our side. Our next event in insurance CE network will be on 9th and 10th of June. It will be a virtual event that will focus on underwriting. That will be an underwriting CE summit. So if anyone will be interested in joining as well, please feel free to reach out to us. On this point, I'm closing this webinar. Thank you again all for joining, and enjoy the rest of the day.